Hello viewers. Today I'm talking about capitalism, or rather the criticism thereof. Often you hear people in political circles say, if you aren't a leftist in your youth, you have no heart. But if you don't become a right-winger in your older age, you have no brain. This is sometimes attributed to quotes from Winston Churchill, but honestly I think it's just utter garbage. My own personal experience is that I started out life in a fairly conservative community that I was raised in. Yet, every single year I'm alive, I'm becoming more of a critic of capitalism and of the political right. It started when I was attending university years ago in Memphis, and I was not able to afford both rent and school at the same time. Therefore, I truncated my education to just a 2-year program at a community college. Then I entered the workforce, and each new job and the abuses I've witnessed in the workplace, or just the sheer hoarding of money and lack of payroll investment into employees, or just generally miserable workplace environments, basically all of this has instilled a huge skeptical mindset on what we consider capitalism, in my judgment. There are too many examples to note in the workplace, but a few of them include jobs where I was trying to be forced into a demotion with a different job role and function with pay cuts, where corporate managers were deciding to change things without consent. It could be an incredibly severe labor shortage. Most of the jobs I've been in are in environments where we often don't even have half the staff we need to achieve an objective or function, yet management keeps throwing out buzzwords like multitask or efficiency at the employee, just trying to beat that extra productivity out of the worker. Or it could be just watching companies price gouge customers, your own customers, reap huge revenues, and then see such a paltry amount in your paycheck come back to the employee, where you never have the ability to truly save money by even living modestly and renting basic apartments like I've done. Or lastly, it could be the incredible amount of power wielded in a workplace by the owner class and middle managers who honestly don't care about worker input or what workers have to say to run the business. Again, there are just too many examples to note that the longer I live, the more I become a critic of capitalism. The cost of housing is absolutely bonkers in many parts of the developed world, between 20% jumps in price of rent or the price of a purchase of a home in a single year, all the way up to severe shortages, forcing you to basically have to issue a resume just to qualify for a housing wait list in some super hot markets. The bottom line is that many Westerners are paying 50% or more of their income just to have a roof over their head. Meanwhile, the wealthy classes continue to get incredibly wealthier and more powerful. The story goes on and on. We already know about this. My friends, I'm a serious critic of capitalism in 2021. What a year this is. Living through COVID has essentially put me in a very different mindset than I was in previously. During this pandemic, I have seen capitalist governments around the world strangle themselves with inability to cope with the fact that a primarily capitalist economy has no mechanism to supplement wages and salaries of the general public, or allow for renters or mortgage holders to continue living in their homes during a crisis where there's a severe limitation on public interactions. Sure, a $2,000 monthly check sounds nice, but for somebody paying $1,300 or, God forbid, $1,800 monthly rent on a one-bedroom, that doesn't do much good beyond merely keeping a roof over your head. Sure, it's nice to have that, but you need electricity to power the home, you need food to fill your stomach, you need services and utilities other than that, like internet or cellular communications, to keep going in a modern economy. Even during a medical emergency, you need these things. So yes, yet our capitalist system has done nothing more than put people in danger by forcing them back to work prematurely. For many workers, this means congregating together as many essential jobs can't be done from home. So is capitalism the solution to our problems? I'd honestly say we need a critical attitude to find better ways to secure our future. And that's all I wanted to say for this video. Stay informed, stay curious, always ask questions. I think we may end up in a better place someday, but for now, we go to work in dictatorships, and we're slaves to money. Westerners should not be so arrogant to believe we're truly free just because we have the freedom of speech to go shout obscenities into the air or criticize the government. Because we have no true freedom in the workplace. We do as our bosses and our owners direct us. We don't have freedom in the economy to vote on a better wage. We can't keep landlords or banks from evicting us from our homes when we run into financial turmoil due to, for example, this medical crisis that we're in. This isn't honestly freedom, and a government that can't fix it has no power to fix things. And that is why we must continue to be critical and ask more questions. Thank you for watching.